Welcome, everybody. I just thought I'd decide to find a nice place that I could discuss my philosophies and the way I view things, and I have a different way that people look at things. So I'm gonna start calling these episodes "Pandas," past philosophies, perspectives, right? Uh, just my opinion. I mean, it's just an opinion. Everybody has one. It's like an asshole. Everybody has one. So, um, today's very first episode would be uh, going. It's going to be more about a philosophy, right? Philosophy episode, and I would title episode one as called "Happiness." Like, I think that life is way too short for you to not discover happiness. And the way I kind of equate happiness is kind of like, if you look at an equation, if life was a mathematical equation, right? You have the equal sign, and on the other side of the equal sign, all you have is happiness. Now, what's on the other side of that equal sign? Everybody's is different. Everybody's equation is different, you know? So you got to find out what it is that makes you happy. And whatever it is that makes you happy, you add it to the equation. Now, if it doesn't, you need to delete it from the equation. Like me. Like, smoking makes me happy. It's part of my equation. Now, some people find family or love or being or freedom. There's certain things that different people have that they find as happiness. But whatever your equation is, whatever your equation needs to be, plus what, minus what, divided by, whatever, equals, the other side has to be happiness. So you only got one life to live. Now, if you don't know me, then I would suggest you go ahead and watch the episode I did with Matthew Cox with Inside True Crime. There's a link to it on my link tree. But yeah, so I went through some adversity. I was in a motorcycle accident in 2009. It left me without the usage of my right leg. So, talk about going through certain adversities. It gives me a certain different way to look at things, and life is really just too short to not live it, I always say, at the end of the day, when you're old, hopefully, right? You're old, you're sitting on your front porch, your rocking chair, and you're drinking your Kool-Aid or lemonade or whatever it is you're drinking, and you and your buddies are sitting around talking. What are you talking about? Are you going to talk about that car you had, or that purse you got, or whatever material thing? No, you're going to talk about these war stories, your experiences in life, that trip that you did. Remember that one time, right? Now, but you can't have those unless you go out and do them, right? So I would just say, for the very first episode, kind of keep it easy, kind of keep it breezy. It's just happiness. Life has to equal that. So if you're just unhappy in any kind of way, get out of it. Leave. If you're in an abusive relationship that you're not happy, leave. I know, find the straight. Leave. If you feel like you're living a lie and you can't be yourself, that you're afraid that you're going to be judged, don't. Who cares about who cares about their opinion? It doesn't matter. Your opinion matters. How you look at yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's who you really judge it. Right? So, whoever you are, whatever it is, just do it. And then once you do it, you're going to feel like this huge weight off your shoulder. Because then you can say, I have no regrets, right? So, for example, I got a buddy of mine, big pothead, big pothead, right? I'm not going to use any names, but he got married. he married the very first girl that gave him some, and she views potheads as like meth heads. Like they're all in the same category. I mean, if you smoke weed, you're a druggie, you're a junkie, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know, and he's had to hide the secret from her for years and years and years, and like he would have to tiptoe around to do something that brought him that little piece of happiness, which was smoking a little weed. And you know, I couldn't live like that. You know, you shouldn't live like that. Nobody should live like that. Um, because like the way I am is I'm very transparent. You know, if I don't like you out there, I'm pretty sure you know it, right? It takes too much work to lie or wear a mask. Or, you know, it just takes too much work. So like, what do you be you? You know, I mean, if you're gay, be gay. If that makes you happy, you know, if you like to cosplay, do that. If it makes you happy, you know, drugs. If you like drugs and it makes you, it's not hurting anybody, do it. It makes you happy. Because even though there are a lot of like risks and things like that, like to but you're doing drugs and there's risk to yourself, to your health, you know. But you know, you're accepting that risk and you're accepting that. So why is it your problem? Because in the end, I have to feel like when it's my time, did I have any regrets? Did I do everything and fulfill everything that I wanted to do? Did I live life happy? Because if you're miserable where you're at right now, leave. Do something. Change it. You know? For example, like my dad, I mean, it was great because he, was talking about like, his will and things, and I was taking care of his will. And you know what? And like, it's like, Dad, we don't care about your money, you know. Honestly, I told him like this, like, you can take all your money, go to Vietnam, get you some pretty little young thing, and live out the rest of your days happy. And at the end of it, you can give her everything. It's okay, because she made you happy, you know. So whatever that is that makes you happy, you know, go do that. Like, if love is what you think makes you happy, go out there and find love. Being open, being poly, there, there's no rules. Who put these rules in effect? You know, like societal rules. Like, who decides what's pretty, what's ugly? Who decided like what's right and what's wrong? I mean, it's all about perspective, right? Because like here we eat beef like it's nothing, and there are different parts of India who look at cows as like gods and deities, you know. And it's like, and you would get lynched if you mess with a cow. It's all about perspective and where you're at, you know. So don't worry about what these societal rules are, you know. If it feels good, if it makes you happy, do it. If it's fun, do it. I mean, in your capability, you know. I mean, don't go outside your capabilities, or you know what you can handle, like financially or whatever. Not. But you know, do it. Like, go out there, live that life. You know, try to find that one, the thing, whatever it is, the thing, the equation, the plus, the algebraic equation that equals happiness. You gotta find it. You know, because you don't want to have any regrets. Because when that time comes, you're gonna say like, "Oh, I really got to do everything I wanted to do," or do you want to say, "Oh, God, I had to hide from my wife. I smoked weed all this time." that's that's ridiculous. I'm transparent, and you should be too. Everybody should be, right? The problem with people nowadays in dating is that they get in relationships way too early. They'll get into a relationship, and then they'll find out all these bad things that was on their checklist, you know, that were deal breakers. But now their emotions involved, and they're trying to change that person. or that person tries to hide who he really is or who she really is. Don't do that. Be you. Because you want the person that loves you to love you, not some image or something else, some false thing that you put out there. You know, it really it is who you are. Um, I'm very like in every relationship I am. I'm very transparent. They know what I like, and I have my check boxes. You know, um, and everybody check boxes are going to be different. But what people need to do is they need to start dating. Go out on a date, have a conversation. Within that conversation, you're going to find out if some of those check boxes are going to be checked or not. And if she checks a deal breaker, why do you even take her out on a second date? You know, I mean, sex maybe, but other than that, you shouldn't get in a relationship over it. You know, um, but yeah, like why go on a second date? So you're just supposed to take on all these steps that you should do before you get into a relationship to keep for that relationship to have a chance. You know, because you're dating or you're getting into these relationships and then you're finding out, oh no, I don't like this about this person, so I'm going to try to change this about this person. No, don't do that. I mean, you're just asking for a almost guaranteed chance of failure, right? That's why you have all these toxic relationships. So, but yeah, I'm going to get into other episodes about relationships and like how I view those things and like if that's getting confidence and things like that. But that's later on down the line. And obviously, I'll tell little chapters of my story. So it'll be like parts. I'll do some chapters about my past. I'll do some chapters about my philosophies, how I view things, and perspective. My perspective based through a guy, an Asian person, maybe you might say, or a male, or a disabled person, or you know, whatever it is. You know, it's my perspective, and it's certain things that my experiences in life that gave me this perspective. Now, it's just one, you know, but if my perspective is able to kind of maybe open your eyes about something, then you might be able to agree with something I say, and was able to change for the better, then that's good. That's great. That's great. But yeah, like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So like, don't get all bent out of shape if I don't agree with you. But I always give you the opportunity to rebuttal. Well, you also got to give me the opportunity as well. You know. And yeah, I'm always welcoming if anybody can change my mind about stuff. I mean, I feel passionate about certain things, and I really think it would be hard for somebody to change my mind about it. But I would give you the opportunity, so long as you give me the opportunity as well. You know, to change your mind and be open minded about it. You know, uh, don't let society put you in a box. You know, be open minded about it. You don't know. I mean, like me, for example, I'm pretty sure I'm a heterosexual male, but am I going to close the door on the fact that maybe some guy out there could arouse me sexually? What does it matter? You know, I mean, the end result is you were happy and you felt something. So why would you like push that away and not explore it, right? Just because it happens to be male, whatever, you know. It just so happens that there hasn't been anyone like that that's been able to do that to me. But hey, you never know, right? So that's what I mean. Just be open minded enough to kind of be like, you never know, you know. So don't close the doors because you might be missing out on like huge experiences, or because you only got one life, and there's only like, and it's a ribbon of time, right? That's why I say time is the most valuable thing, and people don't even realize how valuable time is. That's why when I ever work and I waste somebody's time, I always apologize for it. They don't realize it, but I just, you know, whatever it is that I did, I fixed whatever the problem was, but I cost them maybe 15, 30 minutes of their time. And I can't refund that. And that's, think about it. When you're at the end, wouldn't that those 30 minutes be invaluable to you? right? So you own your ribbon is only so long. So yeah, you gotta do it. You only got so much ribbon to live, you know. So don't hide, don't shy away from who you are. Be who you are, as long as it, obviously doesn't hurt anybody. Be who you are. You know, if you're transgender, be transgender. Be whatever you are. Be whatever makes you happy. Listen, whatever makes you happy. Um, Drive whatever makes you happy. I mean, whatever it is. No matter how weird it is, because it doesn't matter to anybody else. Who cares how weird it is to everybody else? It made you happy, right? So find those things and put them together in this algebraic equation, right? So that on this ribbon of yours, you are happy most of the time and not regretful. And that's what living really is all about. So I'm kind of end my episode with that. Just remember, life needs to equal happiness. Whatever it is, to make that equation work, go out there. Make it work. Start now. Don't waste any more of your ribbon. If something's in your life right now that is not going to give you happiness, start right now. You only got so much ribbon left. Get out there. Do something about it. Change your equation. Till next time, I'm out.